All right, thank you. That's a good example of how to never play with a band. Now, I just like to play a little bit and use some of my kind of favorite licks and fills and grooves and stuff, just so you can see, you know, some of the techniques I like to use. I use a lot of doubles, you notice, in my kick drum and the hams, and I think it's really important as drummers that we do get a good foundation, you know, just a real good basic foundation. I know a lot of you know me from my books, and I was a player long before I wrote my first book, Advanced Folk Studies, but you know, I do a lot of studio work and tour with a lot of different kinds of artists, and you know, one thing that I've learned is very important to be versatile in your playing and listen to all kinds of stuff, you know, all styles of music. But it's also good to have a good basic foundation. I studied classical music actually in school, and you know, I was lucky to study with some great players. So, you know, especially contemporary music, it's nice to have a big sound, and I think a lot of times in workshops I talk about what I call the traditional American rudimental technique, and I apply that to the drum set. So I want to show you a couple of little things that I use, and it helps me kind of create a nice time feel and nice groove. And how about a hand for Tommy Mueller, my favorite, one of my best friends in the world. And I called him yesterday and said, come on. So I had planned to play some tracks, but it's more fun to play live. So Tommy, thanks for coming, man. Great. Tommy and I haven't actually played together since April. We haven't seen each other since April. So this is a good thing too, to be able to play good music with great players. That's a great thing to learn too, to learn how to listen. So thank you again, Tommy. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. I only have a little time, and I know all the guys here. It's so great having such a great diversity of players. I want to thank all the guys at the magazine, all the guys organizing the festival. It's really great to be here for my first time. I did have a good curry, so everything is good there. I had a good curry, and had some black pudding for breakfast, so all good. So let me show you a couple of things that I think you'll find interesting, and you know, I hope you find useful. You know, a lot of times when you can use some very simple kind of rudimental things that we all learn, and we all wonder, how can you use those on a drum set really? But like a 5-stroke roll, you know. So the idea of playing, just a little thing like that can be a nice little effect, But learning how to play your doubles, again, very important. I think a lot of drummers, especially in Europe, I think have a tendency to play a little more closed than we play in America. We learn a very rudimental, open technique. When I play doubles, I'm really pulling the sound out of the drum as much as I can. Really good place to practice, maybe on your floor tom. You really can't get much bounce there. So you have to really pull that sound out, especially I tune the drums very low, very loose. So the idea holds true on everything, the hi-hat. When I'm playing just a basic groove sometimes, I might want to put some doubles in. So the idea, even playing a simple thing like that, a 9-stroke, 5-stroke roll, the idea of playing, again, those rolls, to make them sound very clean and consistent, really pull that sound out. And not, a lot of guys push and try to really buzz and bounce too much, which is okay in some styles of drumming. I'm not saying everybody has to play like this. I'm just saying it really helps to learn both styles, a very open style. Loose drums on really low contemporary sounding things. You really got to pull the sound out. So triplets are the same way. Whether it's triplets or 16ths, in a like a jazz kind of idiom, or a jazz feel.